Hello and welcome back. Right, we're gonna get always say this wrong. Straight stuck in. We're gonna get this field cultivated and all the work done. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go straight into time-lapse mode because this is fairly big. I'm gonna go, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cultivate, fertilise, all of the jobs I've got to do, lime, everything, all now. Move the trailer of canola out from over there, get it all done in just one hit, so I'm going to time-lapse it. So I'm going to say my words, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Interesting. Now, I was attempting to properly put that in there, but I ran out of space. And also, this trailer has a nasty habit of wandering. This type of trailer is my nemesis. They are. I always tried a few times to master reversing and going forwards with them, but I didn't realise I couldn't get through that because of the size of the pipe. Obviously, I've run through here a few times. I never really considered that wasn't. So that means I've got to, absolutely got to, reverse this beast out now. I suppose I will have to in time, but I might save that for another day. What I am going to do is see if I can squeeze past going in reverse. If I can't, then I'm going to have to do it today. But hoping. What am I stuck on now? Door. This is going to be fun. Ooh, it really is. No space at all. Oh well, I did say I'd show everything. Oh my life. It's one of those promises that sometimes you actually regret making. Loader's making it more difficult. It keeps on having funny turns because it's touching the weight. It's just the smallest profile I can take. Shall I? Okay. Gonna have to pull every trick in the book really for this one. Oh, camera collision is an absolute nightmare in situations like this. Earth? thing. I think I'm getting a collision that's not actually there. I need to be a bit rough and ready here. No, not quite that rough and ready. about it wandering. See, it was wandering forwards. This is the bit I can't control. answer. I do. Wow, that was nasty. I never ever thought that one thing was going to cause such an absolute nightmare. Right, now this is going to be fun as well. I'm ready to push these. Do I need them? Do I need them? That is the question. Presently. Wow. What a palaver. One jump at a time. I'm not running away from it though. I know what I'm going to do. I'm not honestly going away because I'm thinking about it. I know what I'm going to try to do. I was going to say it's going to work. But wow. I know, isn't it amazing? Sometimes you can do. I've always said this. I said this a few episodes ago. You can have one. It seems like a really good idea at the time. I remember once it was in my always forget the name of this map. It's such a long time since I've done it. It was one of the first maps I did for content creation. Thoroughly loved it. And it is one of my favourite maps, which is why you'd think, well, why can you possibly forget? Yeah, that is never all I can say about this. It's Green Valley. It's a fantastic map. It's so good that I can't remember its name, but then that's my faulty memory, nothing to do with the quality of the map. Anyway, Green something Valley, that one. There was only one bit of content I've ever cut out from my videos, and there was a right turn right in the middle of the where you dropped your bales into the bin. There's a really, really tight corner, and I got myself in wedged, and it took me 10 minutes to get out. I mean 10 minutes. I was that tight against it. I was reversing, going forwards, and I cut it out because it was so... You know, this stuck in first gear Milan is getting a bit much. Yeah, so I literally cut that out because I thought there's nothing more boring than... But I always promise... Nah, I didn't then. I would say that I'll show all footage, so that's why I'm not going to cut that out. People can choose to fast forward or to see if I can get out of the situation. But I suppose my point is, you don't always know what's going to happen. You think, oh yeah, I'm just going to do blah blah blah, and then all hell breaks loose because of one little decision which didn't seem like a bad decision. Right. Now I'm going to have to be careful because I think this next mod, the one that I'm going to do to save me, is very much like the pillow, in which case it'll always, at the start of a game, revert to exactly the same place. So mount. I'm going to place it carefully right near where the bale is. I think that's not a bad place. And you have to make sure that the front of the box is what is facing. So where those orange two things are, that is the important thing. Now, I've got to be careful because I'm going to make it awkward for any vehicle ever going past. So it can be moved, but that looks right. Okay, right. Now it will allow us to pick this up, and I must be facing what I want to change. Let me see where I'm going with this. Let's see if I can actually get in. Ooh, okay. My bad. Right. Okay. Oh. Right, okay, you've got to be the right way. Got to be. Okay. Will indeed repair after all that crashing around, I'm quite sure. Now, we don't want 10,000 because that's going to mean we're going to lose. We don't want 27. Oh, I didn't realise it did the... Yes. That will do nicely. Right. Still going to be tight. I suppose there is another way I can do this if I'm honest. I could also... Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get the... Again, this is a lateral thinking. I've always said this, it's weird, you know, you've got to sort of think and not let the pressure of the situation get to you, because it does. You're like thinking, oh my life, you know, what can I do? This is one time I'm going to argue with game mechanics. You see, I'm not trying to lift this trailer up. I'm trying to swivel that axle around. You're not telling me that you can't do that as a human being. So, I know I've switched super strength on, which is something I feel very strongly about. But, I'm sure you'll all agree that as a human being, even if it was with a spade, right, you would be able to push that round because you're not lifting it. So yeah, I'm arguing with game mechanics, and I do apologise because I don't like using super strength, but that's, in my eyes, that's not a cheat, really. Right, so let's see, can I get out of this mess that I have done? What a lava. So I did intend on this to be just an interesting, relaxing, just get these few jobs done, but it's sometimes Farming Simulator has another. Oh, come on, play nicely. Let's go and stick this. We should stick this near the workshop as well, just underneath a tree. Seems a very nice place to store equipment. Well, of this sort of size, and know where it is. Is the doorway wide enough is the question. That I am not sure. Really not sure about this. If it's not, I will literally... We've got till November for me to sort this quandary out. I will continue to have attempts on doing this. I have a sneaky feeling, my gut driving instincts say that thing's too wide. I think I'm probably going to be right, but we're going to have a go. That's if I can get... Oh, my cab's too tall. Still, I don't... Is that wide enough? Let's race it. Wasn't I? Oh, did that cost me? Oh, my life. Did that cost me to knock that down to that size? Oh, seriously. Surely I should have been able to reduce. Oh, I had £8 in the first place. Now that is ooh, that is a quandary. Now I'm thinking the little Zeta. I am. Typical when you can really ill afford this type of thing. Now, the Zeta's 9.5. Now, actually, thinking about it, about the John Deeres, those new ones, the modded ones, leasing one of those. Can you go cabless? No. Any ones I can think of that you can go cabless? Zeta, it is. It's the only one I can think of. Go on. We're going to need to do some contracts to get out of this, aren't we? Definitely. There's somebody keep... 2,200 it cost me to alter that to that smaller size. That's ow. I would not have done that if I'd realised. Ridiculous. Oh well, I suppose I had to. Even though I still don't think that's going to solve our problems. Seriously, my gut's telling me this isn't going to work in the way that I'm thinking it is. Never say never. Never ever. Even though I don't think this is going to work. I think the trailer is too wide. Ooh, but it isn't. But it isn't. I don't think, though, we will be trying that anytime soon. Zeta, come on, Zeta. I know it's difficult for you. I'm scraping against a wall, I've no doubt. Oh, okay. You did all that was necessary. Absolutely fantastic little tractor. I'm not going to give you back just yet. I'm not saying this may have the horses to actually convince the trailer that the side wall is not that much of a problem. Oh, I suppose yeah, it's not. That's another option. We'll see if we can give it a bit of assistance. Oh, camera collisions. It's not helping. Touching the door, I would say. Right, we must be very close to the wall now. Remind me, only small things in here, like fork trucks or something like that. Definitely not tractors. Definitely not this trailer. Maybe a Stroutman. No, there's still enough room. I know you'd break the door. I would be prepared to refix that door in real life, I would. Ooh, now that's one time that the wandering of that trailer has actually done us a favour. Come on, change to second gear. Sworn. Now then, let's try and get better at this reversing malarkey with this thing. We've got to. We can't be afraid of reversing swivel axles forever. Except for the yard where you've got no room. We need to do this in an open field. Fixed, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're a decorative object. Right, now we can send the Zeta back. Gordon Bennett, what a palaver. Thank you, little faithful thing. Absolutely amazing. Saved the day, the little Zeta. Who would have thought it? Hey? Gotta use the right tool for the right job. Customise now. You can stick a cover on this. I obviously didn't. I know it's going to cost me. Cover colour. Where is the cover? Trailer hitch. it's a wooden floor. Sides flat. Bars. Oh no, why have you changed? When I've already got it at 20,000. It should cost me nothing because I've already done it. Where's the cover? Ah, there it is. Why is it missing? Oh, let's try it with a mouse because this is silly. It's not. It's being silly with the wheel. Wooden floor. Absolutely. You have done 20,000 again, haven't you? I don't want to be losing, spilling stuff out. Yes. Right, fantastic. At least that solves the problem of the fact that I could leave that like that. So I will do. It's, yeah, I will literally move it though. I'm not having it where it is. I just wish change gear as this time. We're lucky. It's been kind to us. Let's stick this somewhere where it's not going to be in the way enormously, like at the end of this. Is that it won't roll. It's fairly level. Right, let's go and get the Samson and let's get this done. In readiness for tomorrow. Let's get some semblance of order in after that catastrophe. You see, who would have thought that one decision like that would have caused me to actually lose my entire play session? You just never know. I did have a backup plan that did involve that, but that was only to get rid of the thing so I could have reset, which I hate doing. Just because I do like to be as realistic as possible, and most problems have got an answer. I'm going to test something now. Let me just see if I did the double. No, I didn't. I'm going to test this because obviously I did double application rate, which is fantastic, but it meant I've got to come back 3 times. I'm going to see how far you go on one. Oh, come on, change gear. After manuring, that's the only flaw in my thing, because obviously this limes as well. Right, yes I am. Bad guess. Switch that off because this struggles. You've got to use, I always say this about other content creators about not using, now this is a nasty field. I didn't realise when I bought it how hilly it was. If I was using fertiliser spreading at this speed, I would be wasting 3 times the amount, and we can't afford it. So you are best to use run of the land. So we're going to go to that top corner and we're going to go round the corner with it. Otherwise we would have just used an entire trailer full and done hardly anything. Yeah, to be honest, this map is, well, this field is far more hilly than I ever originally thought, but we are stuck with this now. We could truthfully, honestly do with a more powerful tractor, something like a 250 horsepower one. I think we may. No, still not right, still not too slow. That should be alright now. those patches are. Seriously, I thought it was last time where I hadn't seeded, but I know I had seeded. Right, let's try and get this run down. This is the worst bit of the field. This particular run down here is so severely angled. We still are going to need a second coat though. Get this done first. Trouble is we may... No, we'll get the liming done. Trouble is it's going to cover this bit. Ooh. It's not going to go very far though, that isn't. So I should say, yeah, I'll try to have to put that in my brain. Change gear, for heaven's sake, it's not. It's at that point where it flicks up that it should have changed gear, but it's not. If you hit brake and then quickly hit forwards, I manually did that. You can manually change the gears. And I don't mean the normal way, you're making the revs hit a certain spot and then it will automatically change for you, but it is a ridiculous thing to have to do. It's worse on this tractor, but it is affecting other tractors. I have noticed. I did think it was the Fiat Agri, but I don't know that it is. It does seem worse on this though. Right, so we want lime. Let's get that limed and then we're sure. I'm not sure we're going to need... This is a test, because I don't want to... I bet this doesn't unload. No, it's like most of the others when you use them like this. So we're going to have to see how much lime we need for that particular field. Oh, come on. So you have to tease it, it's ridiculous. Start from where we know. We'll do the worst section first. This bit up here. I do love the animation for this. It's absolutely fantastic. Stopping. My finger is on the trigger, and this is downhill now. Come on, you're wasting my line. This is silly. That's it. That is it. What is manual controls for gear up? Because this is silly. I'm gonna have to get used to this. I don't know. It shouldn't need to, but it's. Come on, vehicles. I do apologise for this, but it's just I can't. I just like sticking in gear numpad plus. Now that's very useful because my keyboard hasn't got a numpad. Shift gear up. Okay, let's do plus equals even. Well, it is plus as well, but and we'll go the key underneath. Okay. It only seems to be from first to second that struggles. After that it does it itself. I only changed it from first to second and then that was it. After that it was literally back to auto changing. And again, really weird. Yes, I think I'm going to have to build strategies with this because we are stuck on the choices we've made. There's no backing out, which is just like real life. We have this tractor, we have this setup, and we have 2,368 euros to our name. So yeah, it is what it is. Just a tad at that. This is an unfortunate situation, but because of obviously the way this is, I am going to have to waste what we don't use, otherwise I can't use it as a manure spreader, so we need less next time. I'm going to have to try to remember I need something like, well, we'll work it out, but definitely less than 11,000, definitely. So, about 5,000. So what we'll do is we'll do that corner. Let's just crack on. Let's just waste because it's such a shame, but good job it's not expensive. Hate wasting. So it's literally about 6,000 litres of lime that we need. Got to remember that next time. There we go. Let's tray the roads and the cars. Wow, this is an amazing flow rate for lime. Limes usually goes through like water. We found a lime spreader that's actually very reasonable. Typically when you don't want it to be. It will be useful in for other things though later on. 'Cause this flow rate's amazing. Now we'll start by manuring the bit that we didn't manure first, and then we shall start. I would imagine it would let us apply, because we've changed the field state, but this is something I've never tested in FS22. So this is, yeah, virgin territory for me in FS22. Will you be able to stick the manure straight out? I would have thought so, because if you can do double application rate, so you can completely fertilise in one pass, surely if you change the field state, you'll be able to put manure on over on the top of it. We shall see. I would have thought the answer to this question was yes. But this is the cannabis we call FS22, so how can we know? That was me arguing with it then. I put it into 2 and it's argued back and put it back into 1. Oh well. I don't believe the flow rate on this. Normally I wouldn't be complaining about this, but when you're trying to waste lime, then yes. We have definitely very well limed this. I wonder if us putting this much on will mean we don't need to do it in a couple of years. I think it's reduced now, isn't it? It's 2 years, I'm sure it is. Oh come on, surely going down here like a coat in 2nd gear, surely. Fantastic. Right, let's go get that manure. At least I'm determined that we'll get preparation done. It's been a very interesting session. It was me hoping for a relaxing session. Instead, I've got stress. Typical when you want a relaxing session. I can't believe how poor our money is. We might not even be able to afford to do. I think we will just about be able to afford the manure. There's no workers for us though. It's 566, so that's almost 4 applications. Oh yeah. We do need some fuel as well. That is the point. No, I don't want to do anything. Oh. I do actually, yes, that is true. What I'm looking for is... That's going to reset that, isn't it, now? Where is the petrol station? Is my question. Oh my life. Right the way down there. Just gonna waste half a tank of fuel getting down there. I'm seriously wondering whether we should put a mod in up here. But not at this minute, because you know, I can't even afford 2,500 for the mod. Start by doing the patch that we missed first time. This is a guesstimate. I think I see you. Sorry, got quiet, haven't I realise. Yeah. I still think probably double application rate might be better. It's less, because you've still got to run back anyway, lots of different times. Obviously, actually, I've got to be honest, most of the problems with this is caused by the Fiat Agri not being strong enough to pull the Samson, so therefore its speed is down to 5 miles an hour a lot of the time, when it should be on 10. It's the gear changes, I think, that are doing most of it. That all my life. It's not that bad a hill, you're almost flat on that. How was that struggling with that? I'll be glad when they've got this done. I don't know if it is the Fiat Agri as well, but it isn't just the Fiat Agri, that much I do know. I've tried it even with the vehicles, whatever the silent update they did 2 or 3 days ago, seriously stuffed up like gears. I did originally, I thought it was just the Fiat Agri. It seems worse on this, but it's actually affected other vehicles as well, so let's see if we can get that corner. Oh no, 224 litres, we're not going to do it, are we? No, let's not even try. Change. Determined. Good job we've got seed in that front box, or we would not be sowing tomorrow. Which is why I like to do things like that. I've always said that, when you have got money. Let's just go back a little. Yes, I always think you should have a little bit of a stockpile of things if you can afford it, but we're at the real worst part we could be for farming, where you're just starting out and you've got very little equipment. Come on, give me a break. Synchromesh is damaged in the gearbox of the Fiat Agri between 1 and 2. That's what it feels like. There are very few people who understand that comment. You needed to be a certain age. Right, let's round. Oh, I do as well, you're right. My bad. Wow. Seriously don't like. it is also possible that with the weight of this, it doesn't like to come out of one. It could possibly be just the fact that this is overmatched, but it isn't always. But I do think there is some of that as well. It'll be really nice to see what's a bigger tractor, although we'd seem a long way away from that sort of point. Now come on, you can manage set going downhill, definitely. Now this is a test, because I don't know if, obviously we've only single applicated, there's one area that should be light blue. Now can we do that again, or do we need a change of state? Yeah, I agree with you. That was definitely a bad gear change on my part. See, well, I suppose you've got to factor in the fact that the Fiat Agri is underpowered for this. The Samson, I think it's 200, or this is 180, or is it 220? But it's definitely underpowered, so that is a struggle, and it would be. I mean, it is a heavy beast of a trailer anyway. So yes, there is that to factor in, as well as the hill. Maybe it is mainly, which even more means you've got to definitely make sure that, right, this is where we've got to. That's that square there. You can't see it, but you can't see the difference, but I think I know where I'm going roughly. This is a test. Let's see. Can we immediately, as if it was double application rate, or do you need to? You do need to wait for a field state change, because we definitely went over some of that. Okay, right, well at least we know. I know it's heavy, I know. I should leave this on the side of the field so that we can do that last little bit tomorrow when we do the one thing we will do is, oh yeah, I do remember watching that. Right, there is, are we going to do any contracts today? No, I think we've got enough problems of our own. We will assist our neighbours going forwards with doing some cultivating contracts, because I don't think they're going to, and we may even take some more baling contracts, because I really do enjoy those, if I'm honest. But we don't want anything with the biogas, we don't want any trouble with that. It's got to be animal dealer, even if it means tedding all the time. And hay. That's hay, hay, hay. Silage bale, biogas, tedder and bale. Yeah, there are quite a few there. I wouldn't mind having a complete session to bring in some serious cash. But what we will do, which they seem to stay around, so which I don't think they really should do, but oh no, they should actually. Baling, yeah, baling and tedding you can do nearly all year round. That's the beauty. That's why I always say when people talk about seasons being limited, it's not if you do grass work. That's the answer to the seasons quandary, which is why I always start normally with grass myself, because you can soon buy a second field, and then when you've bought 3 or 4 fields, then you can change, and well, you can also start to buy equipment to branch out into normal farming. That's really, when you're in start from scratch, you have got very little option but to do that, which I always find it's a little bit boring for people to watch, which is why this time I haven't gone for grass. But we can still do baling contracts and bring in some serious dosh. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep till morning. We shall see if those contracts are still around, because I think they have been nearly all the time, and see if it's still going to be stuck on cultivating. I know. Now that's the kind of tractor we could really do with, to be honest. It is, but I don't somehow think that's a long way in the future. Definitely Oh, we did get some of a tick up with that. I think. See, this is why I said about the tick up as well. It can sometimes make the difference between you buying your seeds to plant the fields. So next session, first thing is plant this, and with lime now, we also need to. We're going to be obviously weeding and seeding, which is the strength of this. Sticking another load of canola in. Oh, I can see a bit that I missed. I can see some sticky up bits from the previous. Yes, I need to cultivate that. I'll probably forget though. I will. It's only one tiny little bit. It's not the end of the world. Yes, so we'll literally weed and seed, and we will use the Samson again on this patch here to get that done once we've changed the field state. So yeah, it's nice to see that that actually still works. So you can use double application rate, and it is a wise thing to do so for that fact that otherwise you've got to wait for field state change. So actually, even though it might be faffy, as I said, going back to get more top-ups, at least you can do your fertilising in one hit, which is a massive advantage. So yes, definitely going forwards I shall learn my lesson. I always like to test things out as scientifically as possible. But yeah, definitely that is the way to go. Right, let's have a look at contracts. Yeah, the baling ones are all there still, aren't they? Yeah, and nothing else is moving on. All of the fields definitely need cultivating. So I do think, so going forwards, God, those prices are poor. I think we'll use our cultivate because it's bigger than almost all of these. And we will go and probably spend, it'd be pretty boring for me. Oh, we really need a second tractor to be doing something like that though. No, I'd have to do it myself, wouldn't I? Shockingly, with an 8 metre. Oh wow, that's going to take some time. I'm used to on other maps where they give you the big ones, I usually would hire the job which is the biggest field and use the biggest cultivator, but they're all less actually than ours. They're all 7.5 max. Most of them are 3s and 4s, so we are definitely better off with ours. I mean, yeah, they are. For saying how powerful the things are, the implements are rubbish. Anyway, yes, that's going to be fun. We'll do that. I will time-lapse that entire session, but I do think, seriously, to assist our neighbours, rather than zipping through, but we'd love to do one session before that. We need to bring in some money to do that. I reckon what we're going to do is what we did on the our second one, which is to take 2 or 3 decent baling contracts and pull us out of this mess, because we do need some serious thing. But we should use the tedder. We've got to go to the animal dealer, got to. So yeah, we'll do that. It's a shame we haven't got a front mower ourselves. Actually, then you've still got to do your tedder and your baler and all the rest of it. No, we will definitely borrow theirs if that's a good one. I know it's a big one as well, but we've done other ones like, yeah, biogas, tedder, animal dealer, yeah, biogas. At some point, I do seriously think we're going to have to buy the biogas. I truly do, for us to progress on this Let's Play, and that is 164 grand. So yes, that is. Trying to think how much is that. 13 tons of canola. Yeah, we're heavily. If we rely just on our own farm, I have done that in the past. I've literally just rinsed and repeated our farm work. But to be honest, to pull out of 13 tons of that on hard economy is not like on easy. That would bring in quite a lot of money, probably 35 grand on hard economy. We'll be looking at 13 tons at the very best price as well, at something like 10,000 we'll get from that. So we're not getting rich from our field, definitely not. It's what with repair costs and all the rest of it, to be honest, yeah, we've got to rely on doing contracts, and the most lucrative, because being as the contract system is broken, there's only baling working. So yeah, we've got to assist our neighbours by cultivating their fields. That will kick-start the but that's going to take a long session, it truly is, of me cultivating that a lot. And I think I suppose we need to help first. We'll cultivate first and then we'll do another session. But first things first, we need to plant our field. I did this the other day. I literally did everyone else's work before mine, which is the wrong way. We'll get this weeded, seeded next time. Then we shall crack on with doing the cultivating. Trouble is, let's have a look how much some of the cultivating, how much the leasing costs are, and I'll tell you for why. That's because my tractor takes damage if I do the cultivating. I could still use our cultivator, but higher. Yeah, you see, 545. But why not borrow the equipment? I love the T5 as well. It is a T5, I'm sure it is. See, the 100, yeah, the Valmit would do nicely. It's only about 10 horsepower less than what we've got. Ooh, now that is my kind of tractor. Why not reduce? That's not bad. We know we're not going to make much money. We never do, but there's no worker cost to this. If we borrow that, yeah, let's do it now while I think about it. And we will take another couple of... Now, let's think about this. Let's look at where that field is, and we'll try and grab some close to it. I know we're going to be spoilt for choice, but... Where are you flashing? We'll use our cultivator though, and I know it's going to take damage, but it's not it's a cheap item, so it won't cost much to... Huh? I cannot see a flashing field. Oh, I can. 53. So we want some of the 50s. Let's have a look then. Let's have a look. Right, 53. So we want cultivating any more 50s. Yes. We will accept. And 55. And then we'll do 56 next door as well. Smashing. So that's all sorted for next time. We've got a decent tractor. I always say this. Let's prepare. Let's go grab the warrior. And let's come and grab our cultivator. That beast doesn't need that weight. It doesn't. It's heavy enough as it is, but you know, we'll use it. We'll be good. What, a little tiddler weight like that make a difference with the weight of the warrior? Is it always at the warrior? It is the warrior. It's the warrior colours and everything, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Love the speed on this. It's a beast. I don't very often have it because it's too expensive, and I normally go for modded things. The same sort of range, I would get the... It is a beautiful tractor though. If I have got the choice and I was rich, I would choose the Warrior. It's a very nice tractor. Lovely turning circle. In fact, I like, to be honest, I do love lots of the Deutzers. I like their little Agritron. I don't think it's in this yet. It was in FS19. That was my go-to 150 horsepower tractor. It was amazing. In fact, let's wander down. I need to familiarise myself with the map. We'll get this ready. We'll take this down, and then we shall set our... oh, yeah, we have got enough worker wages for actually weeding, seeding. We'll set ours going. Oh, am I going the right way? Yes, I can see the flashy numbers. Yes, I do really love this tractor. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we'll just leave this outside the edges of the fields. Concentrate. What on earth are you doing? Right. Yeah, I agree. That was very bad driving. It really was. Mirrors broken. Yeah, they're flickering still. I hear it rumbles that there's going to be an update, even though there have been lots of updates. Right, let's have a look on the map. I need to turn... Where are we even? I can't even see where we are. Oh, I'm not far away actually. How do I get to that road? Ooh, I could be sneaky. I could be sneaky. Oh, I think there's a river in the way. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Can you go through the forest? I do not have to do things, live dangerously, don't I? is someone else's tractor. Remember that before you start to do anything too devastating. Oh, actually, that wasn't. No, Mr. Smith, I will. Occasionally, you do get things. Ooh, only. Oh no, there's a bridge. Fantastic. That did work very well. You were very lucky though. Yeah, otherwise you'd have had to cross that big river, and I don't think you'd have had much traction on that. Right, okay, we are on the edge of the field for next time. We'll be doing the cultivating. We shall leave our worker with our tractor weeding and seeding, and that is where we're going to leave this. Yeah, so we will assist our neighbours because their agricultural muscles have grown weak. So yes, we shall assist them so that there will be contracts again, seeding and harvesting and nice things like that, instead of looking at withered fields forever. Right, anyway, enough waffling from me. I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.